Hi there. This video is about how I feel about the incoming fight between Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. First of all, I would like to say how I feel about being a fan to boxing. Nowadays, I'm not that of a fan anymore. I'm not really. I don't really indulge so much in boxing when it comes to feelings. I'm more of a a critic. I criticize boxing, I criticize fighters, and I don't really care uh, about what nationality they are or what race. And I'm a Filipino, and uh, I don't give biases. Sometimes I do. It depends if I like the fighter. Uh, how do I see myself being a fan? Well, I don't. My criteria for a boxer uh, that I would like to uh, to uh, to watch him is his personality and his his skills, technical skills and talent and all of the above, or probably uh, a little bit of everything. But most especially, I like the guy who has good skills and great personality. So it doesn't matter if he's a bad boy or a good boy, as long as his personality is I respect. Okay, now I like Casimero. I really like him. Really rooting, and I really wanted to I really wanted him to win his fights so that there will be a lot of like for me it would be very entertaining. Okay, so but this Rigondo fight is very hard for him. I still get I still am rooting for Casemiro to win uh, with my feelings and with my head. Um, and I'm gonna talk about how I feel about Manny Pacquiao. Okay, I was a real big fan of Manny Pacquiao because he's got talent, skills not so much. Before he's a brawler, but later on he developed into this kind of brawler technician. But I don't like him, to be honest. For me, he is a clown. Uh, he became a preacher. He became a pastor. I don't care about his karaoke, his acting stuff. But for me, he's a clown. He has be, he has been a preacher, a pastor, and then a senator, a congressman, and now he's gonna be a politician. I think he's a clown for me. So I don't care if he loses this fight. I am a Filipino and I don't care if he loses this fight. And I don't even care if he wins this fight. But I'm gonna tell people how I see the fight. Okay? Uh, uh, there, if Manny Pacquiao wins this fight, I would give him all the acknowledgement and the honor that he deserves. I will. I believe that he is the goat if he wins this fight. But I don't believe for now that he will win this fight because uh, I don't think he has the mental skills to beat Spence. He doesn't have the physical skills to beat Spence either. Uh, I'm not saying that Spence is the great one or uh, the great fighter. He's gonna be great, but I'm not saying that he is the like the greatest because he beat the guy, which is Manny Pacquiao, who is to be the goat if uh, if Pacquiao beats him. I'm just saying that uh, Spence is a very very bad matchup for Manny Pacquiao. First of all, Manny Pacquiao delivers his power punch with his speed. If you cut off that speed, the power punch is not applicable. And with that being said, he's being a southpaw, opposite stance with the other fighter, gives him the distance so that uh, he could use his speed and that big punch. But because Spence himself is a southpaw, he will not be able to use that speed. That that's that that punch that it's like a baseball pitch. So that's what he does all the time. Like with speed, he generates power. But he can't do it with Spence because Spence is gonna be in front of his face all the time. Now he got foot speed, Manny Pacquiao. Spence will be able to neutralize it because Spence is his style is timing his opponents, and he knows how to time his opponents well. He knows how to dictate the fight. He knows how to assess the fight and execute his plan. How about power on Spence? Even if Manny Pacquiao is the stronger puncher, which I believe he is just a stronger puncher when it comes to if you give him the distance, but in close range, Spence is still the bigger puncher. So let's say even if Manny Pacquiao is for argument's sake, okay, let's say Manny Pacquiao is the stronger puncher. The size of Spence and with his punch will wear down the 140 pounder Manny Pacquiao. Okay? Manny Pacquiao is not a legit 147 pounder. He's a 140 pounder. Legit. So it's gonna be Spence is gonna wear him down. And another thing, and I think most of you didn't realize that Manny Pacquiao intimidates his opponents. He doesn't trash talk, but he does intimidate the opponents with his silent intimidation, and he with his stare, with his the way he speaks, like let's get in the ring and we'll see. He likes to intimidate his opponents doing that way by not trash talking. The first person who wasn't intimidated by him was Juan Manuel Marquez, and he admitted it. Manny Pacquiao admitted himself on the media that he saw Marquez's eyes. Marquez was not intimidated by him. And guess what? Spence is not intimidated by Manny Pacquiao. During that press con or that face off, Manny Pacquiao does this usual intimidation thing. Well, people won't understand. People would say that he's just he is so humble and stuff like that. No, he does intimidate his opponents. But at that time, Spence wasn't intimidated. And Manny Pacquiao, I know Manny Pacquiao feels Spence was not intimidated. And why is it? Why is it that Spence wasn't intimidated by Manny Pacquiao? You should be intimidated by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao grew up in a very very harsh environment. He saw people die in front of him. When he was young, he saw a soldier killed another guy in the mountains. When he was in his early pros, I don't know if it was early pros or amateur boxing career. I think it's early pro career. His best friend died in front of him after the match. We all know how strong Manny Pacquiao's personality is. You cannot intimidate him easily. But guess what? Guess what, guys? Spence faced death, and Manny Pacquiao is nothing. Manny Pacquiao for him is nothing. So, guys, I'm telling you, this is how I feel about about this coming fight. And not only that, Spence developed this strong personality. He was at first a very very patient fighter. Now this one, you molded into one. Marquez was a patient fighter. It gave he gave Pacquiao a very bad fight for Pacquiao. And Agapito Sanchez was a very very uh, patient fighter as well. He gave enough trouble to Manny Pacquiao. Hmm? And who else? Rustico Torrecampo, even though it was a long time ago, was a very patient fighter as well. So, in personality, stylistic, stylistically, everything, I don't get any. There is no advantage for Manny Pacquiao in this fight. There is none. If he wins this fight, well, I'm gonna give him acknowledgement, but I don't think he's gonna win. Sad to say, I'm a Filipino, but I just want to say what's fair.